Hi, I'm Noah, and welcome to the Hidden Comics for the week of September 11th, 2013. Alrighty then. So, uh, we're reviewing two titles. Today we'll be reviewing IDW's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Heroes in a Half Shell, number 25, as well as, for the last time, Superior Spider-Man, issue 17. And yes, that is Miguel O'Hara, the Spider-Man of 2099 on the cover. Wait till you see how this turns out. Here's a hint. It has to do with Age of Ultron and the Avengers fucking up time. Seriously, are they ever gonna stop doing that? Or do they just not care? It's just, oh, crossover event. Let's just go into back in time. But anyway, before we get to that, Turtles! I love Turtles! And in this issue, we catch up in part 3 of, or I believe part 4 of the City Falls storyline. Wherein, in the past few issues, Leonardo has been captured by the Foot, Casey Jones got stabbed in the stomach by Shredder, and now, thanks to Shredder's evil witch girlfriend Kitsune, who appeared in the Secret History of the Foot Clan miniseries, if you haven't read it, you gotta go read it because it's awesome, has hypnotized Leonardo and brainwashed him into being a willing member of the Foot, along with Shredder's adopted granddaughter, Karai. So the issue begins, and of course, the Savate family, I believe an Italian or possibly French, it was hard to tell, mafia that has been rivals with the Foot in New York for quite some time, is attacked by by Foot goons, as well, along with Leonardo and Karai. Leonardo delivers a message that if Savate and his men don't back off and hand over control of the city's underworld to the Foot Clan, they will be punished. And knowing Shredder, we all know what that means, and it's not making coleslaw. He's got to have all that hardware for something. Then we cut to Casey Jones and April in the hospital, where it seems that they're Skyping, I assume, or video conferencing, with Donatello and Michelangelo, who have been palling around with Slash, the evil mutant turtle from the 80s series. And apparently him and Michelangelo are bosom buddies now. Not what you think, okay? It's more like the Tom Hanks show from the 70s. If you don't know what that is, Google it and say goodbye to any respect you have for Tom Hanks. But anyway, so April and Casey share their little moments, together, because apparently April and Casey are already a couple in this series, and we're only 25 issues in. Well, it didn't take us as long as Mirage or the 2003 series, so I'm happy about that. I always liked April and Casey as a couple. But we cut to Raphael kicking some motherfucking ass and taking some motherfucking names, and apparently he's beating up hobos. Because, I'm Raphael, and I'm pissed off, and I'll kick the ass of whoever I want, because that's my character. But it turns out these hobos might have actual information linked to Leonardo's whereabouts. So, Raph decides to let him live. For now. Meanwhile, we see the leader of the Savate ninja gang meeting with his members of his head family, and they are discussing his rather strange approach to handling the Foot Clan. But basically, he tells them business has changed, we're in the middle of a war. And he throws a knife at somebody. Meanwhile, Leonardo is starting to remember past visions of himself with Hamato Yoshi, aka Splinter, and Kitsune is running out of time to try and fully brainwash him because the Savate clan just declared war. Meanwhile, Raph and Mikey and Dawn have all reunited, and assumingly they're teaming up with Slash to go take on the Foot Clan and get their brother back. Plus, Splinter is making shady dealings with Old Hob, and something about an army of mutants. And, as a surprise, there's two very special characters who cameo at the end of this issue. I'm not going to tell you who they are, because you are going to be blown away. So all in all, TMNT number 25 from IDW. Go out and buy it now. Next, we're going to make this quick. It's Superior Spider-Man 17. Luckily, Ryan Stegman is back on the art, which means no more having to see Hubert Ramirez try to imitate Rob Liefeld. No offense, Mr. Ramirez, but the 90s are over. So the issue opens with Spider-Man 2099 investigating some sort of strange time rift at Alchemech, where apparently there's dinosaurs, redcoats, who I assume are racist because they're probably from the south, and ninjas and pirates, I think? It's a weird clusterfuck. But, hey, that's okay, because apparently it's all the Avengers' fault during the whole Age of Ultron thing when they screwed up time. AKA how Angela got into the Marvel Universe. So, back in the present, Peter Parker, or should I say Otto Octavius Parker, whatever the hell you want to call him, I call him Dickhead, but that's just my personal name for him, is being a show-off at the Horizon Lab softball game, impressing his new girlfriend, who's actually his college tutor. Creepy. I thought that thing was frowned upon in universities. Apparently not in the Marvel Universe. And he hits a home run and starts acting like a big asshole to everyone, which is pretty much what he's been doing for 17 issues, but, you know, now he's doing it to his co-workers. Which he's been doing since issue 1, but I digress. So anyway, turns out Horizon Labs is being bought out by Liz Allen's company, Alchem. And we also get a little cameo from Normie Osborn, who apparently has not aged a day since being 5 years old in the late 80s. Strange. Time really doesn't pass in Marvel, does it? But then they decide to open up a time gate, and out pops Spider-Man 2099, who apparently has a fondness for saying the word shocking, such as what the shock, holy shocking shock, and etc. I guess it's how people talk in the 2090s. Shocking has apparently replaced the F-bomb in every other curse in the book. Stupid flies. But Peter Parker dons his Spider-Man costume to go take out Tiberius Stone, who he thinks will be behind the buyout of Horizon Labs and the framing of one of his good co-workers. But turns out Tiberius Stone is the grandfather of Spider-Man 2099. And now Spidey 2099 is in 2013, and he's pissed. And he's going to go all Murray McFly on Superior Spider-Man's ass. 1.21 gigawatts of awesomeness. You know, I like Spider-Man 2099, and I really hope he gets to stay around the Marvel Universe for a lot longer than just this little storyline. So I'd say, go out and buy this now. You know, if you're a Spider-Man 2099 fan, like me, that's definitely it. Otherwise, if you're just mildly interested in seeing how Marvel has run out of ideas yet again, I'd say Netflix. So, I am Noah, and this has been The Hidden Comics for the week of September 11th, 2013.